Hello all, Munch here. Welcome to another episode of my FM19 Aston Villa save. We are in... Sorry, I got distracted there. There's a weird guy outside my house. That sounds really strange. Hello all, Munch here. Welcome to another episode of my FM19 Aston Villa save, Season 6. And finally, I think we've stumbled upon a team that can ultimately really challenge for silverware. Let's see how we've been getting on off camera. I'm very excited to talk about it. Because, as you can tell, we are still unbeaten from the first day of the season. We've only dropped points against West Brom in a 1-1 draw where they scored in the 94th minute. I was absolutely seething because we should have been 3 or 4-0 up. Other than that, though, it has been clean sweeps and some very impressive scorelines to boot. 1-0 against Crystal Palace away from home was a hard-fought win. Then we beat Brighton 2-0. They were high-flying at the time. They were third in the table. Then we got a very big win away at Everton, who were also doing very well on the table at that point. And then we absolutely battered Watford, newly promoted, 5-1 in the Premier League. And Robert Navarro has been absolutely on fire in recent weeks. He is now happy to stay at the club. He's finally put his toys away and put them back in the pram. And he has been in sensational form. 4 goals and 1 assist in his last 5 games. But the main player for me that's made all the difference is Vile. And I just love this man. He is just perfect. He might already, and I hate to say it because I don't want to set him up for a big failure, but he might already be up there with Kenneth Brenner's status on this channel as one of my favourite ever Football Manager players. He has just revitalised the team. He's changed it completely. It's just been magical. So good. We also had some games with England where we won 3-0 and 4-0 against Latvia and Hungary in the European Championship qualifiers. I hope you don't mind me kind of skipping over those ones. These games aren't really that important. Let's face it, we're pretty much going to win this group with our hands tied behind our back. It's going to be quite straightforward. So I hope you don't mind the fact that we did that. We also came third against Germany in the international third playoff, which I forgot to mention in the last episode. But ultimately, let's face it, it's all about the Villa today. And we start off with our first Europa League game of the entire series. That will be against Fenerbache. We've been handed a pretty tough group with them, Roma and Zoria. Sorry, there's a cat coughing up a furball outside my house. Hence that weird noise in the background. It's going to be a little bit difficult, it's fair to say, but I do think we have enough to get through this. Probably will come second after Roma. It's basically, I think, between us and Fenerbahce in terms of that second place. But Zoria going away to the Ukraine is never going to be easy. So, Fenerbahce are up first today, and we were having a very different looking lineup here, and you think, I'm not taking it particularly seriously. I have got some bad injuries. We've got a bad injury to Newbell, who is going to be out for another 5 weeks. He actually had a really bad hip injury and is having specialist treatment. He was originally out for 3 months, but fortunately we seem to have kind of knocked it down a little bit, and we're bringing it back. And Jack Lancaster is also out for 3 weeks or so. He was going to be playing today up front, but that will not happen. This is essentially the backup team, so this is a good display of actually how poorly our squad depth actually is in terms of the positions and the system that we play. But I thought, you know what, we're going to give them a little run out against Fenerbahce, see how they get on. I have the reinforcements on the bench, but let's just see how the team plays. So in goal we've got Christiansen, who's been absolutely brilliant so far. Fila is in at left back, looking to impress. Park Ji-won, who's been very good, is in at centre back, along with Alan. What's his name? Is it Alan? Andrew Simpson, sorry, from Arsenal. Usually a right back, but I'm going to play him at centre back today. With James Bree out on the right. McCrory and Miguel are going to make up the midfield too. A lot of potential and ability in there, so I'm thinking that we should be alright with that respect. Isaac's on the left. Jerry Tossum gets his little run out here in the centre part. I'm going to change him up to... No, we'll keep him as the attacking midfielder for the time being. Then we've got Felipe Alves out on the right-hand side, obviously on loan from Liverpool, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do. And Play-Doh's up front, and I need him to start getting back amongst the goals. It's been a while since we saw Play-Doh hit the back of the net. He started off with a lot of potential, but he's not really lived up to it, and that's mainly because I haven't given him the game time. It's on me that hasn't happened. So today, can he rise to the equation? Can he rise to the occasion? So this isn't a math quiz, Mike. This is why I actually love the Europa League, because these kind of games I enjoy, because I actually get to see some of the players that we don't get to see very often, and we get people pushing for a first team place. So hopefully, the people that really want to get into this first team push will have a good game today. The Europa League is their chance to show me that they are ready for a place in our Aston Villa squad, which is currently topping the Premier League. It's hard to think about what I'm actually looking for in the Europa League this year. It is a competition that, we probably could win. We're only expected to get to the quarterfinals, I think, from our board, so they're not expecting much. But I think this is a competition that we might be able to win, as Alves hits the post. He's been very lively in this opening half. We've been quite impressed with him. He just needs to improve his finishing a little bit, and we could be onto something here. So 0-0 at the break, and it's not been the most exciting game. At the same time, we've been utterly dominant. It's just a case of we're just lacking that finishing touch. So I'm going to get assertive and just say, keep playing the way you have and the result will come. That is, in all fairness, that is accurate. If we carry on playing like this, I can't see how Fenerbache are going to be able to hold out, in all fairness. One thing I might do, actually, I am going to change the role of Tossum a little bit because I want to get him more involved. So I'm going to get him on a Truckwiesta attack, and let's just see if we can get him a little bit more involved in the final third, because I haven't seen a lot of him, but he's got that ability to kind of conjure something out of nothing, which is a very rare trait, Tossum. But whenever he's played, he's always been quite decent for me. And he gets on the ball here and plays it back to Fila, into MikeRo. He finds Miguel. Good ball there to Play-Doh. Play-Doh hits it. Oh, he bends it wide. He loves the curling effort, does Play-Doh. Unlucky, mate. Okay, right. An hour in. It's not happening at the moment. I'm going to take Alves off. I'm going to bring Ribeiro on that right-hand side. I have to say, I'm going to take Play-Doh off. I'm a little disappointed he hasn't done more today. And on comes Maximiliano Gomez. I'm just hoping he doesn't get injured. Isaac taking his time here on the wing. Fires it into Tossum. Good ball from him there to Maximiliano Gomez. Gomez driving. He's got a bit too excited there and smacked it over the bar. It's a little disappointing. I was expecting a bit better there from him. But we're all over them now, and the chances are coming thick and fast, and you can't help but think that we're not far away from getting a goal here. As Isaac finds Fila to Jerry Tossum, who's been much better in the second half. Tossum, no, Jerry. No. 3 minutes of added on time. I've got a bad feeling it's going to be a draw, which is not ideal considering we're at home in this. We should really be forcing the issue. And it is. It's a 0-0. We should have done better. Play-Doh's let me down. He's having a bad time at the moment, as Play-Doh, and I'm beginning to wonder if he is as good as I think he was. Or as I think he is. So I'm going to get to him over and say that was not good enough. Where is Play-Doh? I'm going to say to you, mate, assertively, you've let yourself down and deserve to come off. He looks fired up, which is fine. I just expect better. It's a bit disappointing. We get 170k. That's not a good start to our Europa League campaign. Hopefully the big boys will do better against Arsenal. And that's coming up next. Okay, viewers, so it's Arsenal away at the Emirates. We actually have a very good record against Arsenal, as you can tell. In the 6 games that we played them, we have won 4 of them. So I'm looking for another win today. Our away record against them has never been particularly good. Although having said that, we did win at the Emirates last year, and we are top of the table. And as far as I can see, we are still the only unbeaten team in the Premier League as it stands. So a lot to lose today. We made an absolutely dynamite start to the league, and it is in no small part down to the team in front of you right now. So today we'll be going with the same lineup. Christiansen's in goal, Reguilon, Rudiger, Mai and Kosterman as the back 4. Vile and Goretzka in the midfield. They've been absolutely dominant together, as you can tell by the very green line here. Pelé Maria's on the left, Navarro and Gaitan are in behind Maximiliano Gomez, who leads the line today. Worth noting that Pelé Maria actually hasn't been playing that well. He's the only player that is playing at 6.82, so I do actually expect a little bit better from him. And if the best is still yet to come from him, and we're still playing the way that we are, we've got a lot to look forward to. So they've got a lot of decent players in their team here, though. I'm looking at Eddie Nketiah, who's obviously a very good forward in this game. And then they've got Bergwijn, they've got Guerrero, Akanji, Weigl, Ruben Diaz. They've got some really decent players in this team, so it's a surprise that they're doing so poorly. Let's hope that they don't turn it on today. I'm going to passionately say to the boys, let's go with the media giving you a lot of credit recently. Let's go out there and show them why. The guys seem to respond to that quite nicely. And I'm looking for more goals from Maximiliano Gomez as well. He's made a very good start to his Aston Villa career. I believe he's got 6 in so far this season, which is in around about 8 games, which I think is quite impressive. Reguilon on the ball to start off the move here. Plays it into Vile. Now, can he dictate the tempo today in the first real big game of the season? Navarro chips to Gaitan, who knocks it towards Maximiliano Gomez. And we're in a little bit of trouble here because Bergwijn can literally just run at the defence. Bergwijn into Nketiah. Oh, God, it's 1-0 Arsenal. Caught us on the counter. They've caught us cold. And that might be the first time I think we've been behind this season. Not the start we planned at all. Oh, dear. Good play by Bergwijn, who's a very decent player on this game, has a lot of potential, and it's a great ball to Nketiah. Rudiger gets caught, just not really looking, and it's some finish from the boy. What a goal. Oh dear. Problematic. Januzaj. Just let him drift into the box, lads. Just carry on, just let him go. What is... I've turned the camera on, it's all gone to shit again. Why does this always happen? Guerrero into Adnan Januzaj. He just drifts forward. Just no one makes a tackle, and it's not great keeping either. Not good. I'm not happy already. This has made me very angry. It's not often I get like this, but I'm very angry already at the team, and I'm keeping it quiet at the moment, but I'm not pleased with what I'm seeing. They've had 2 shots, and they scored 2 goals. Profligacy is just a pain in the arse. We go... Guerrero whips in a free kick. Anyone want to get Nketiah? Anybody? What the fuck is going on? Right, no more positive. We're going balanced. What is going on here? We can get 1 goal back in it. Arsenal have got the standard glass jaw. We get 1 goal back here, and I think we might even win the game. But it's just not been a good performance. Look at this. This is so poor. 6s everywhere you look. I am not happy. I am fuming at what I'm seeing. We've literally completely fallen apart. I am going to get aggressive and say, you're much better like this. Start playing like it. Reguilon didn't respond to that, so I'm taking him off. I've got no room for passengers here. Gomez is having a shocker as well, but I don't really have anyone because Jack Lancaster's injured. I don't really have anyone to come in and replace him. We're going to have to go with that for the time being, but something needs to change. Just nothing's happening. Literally nothing is happening in this game. I'm going to get Gomez off because he's been absolutely shite. Play-Doh is going to come on. I'm going to take off Pelé Maria, move Navarro out to the left-hand side. And it's weird, I know, but I am going to bring on Jordan Henderson, and I just need him to start dictating things from the back. And I'm going to get Vile, get him on the central midfielder, get him on attack, let him roam forward, let him get more involved in the game. I've barely seen him today. He's still playing at 6.8, so he's still arguably been one of our best players, but I need more from the boys here. This has been such a disappointing performance at a time when we're really in a good vein of form. To suddenly throw this sort of performance in there, it just shows that we're not consistent enough. We're just not playing to the level that I expect at the moment. As Nketiah gets on the ball again, whenever we go behind, we can't bring it back. We don't have the balls, we don't have the guile to get back into the games. As Nketiah nearly makes it through. Bergwijn makes it through. What a load of shit! I'm not happy. They're 16th. They're 16th. And just suddenly out of nowhere, they just suddenly decided that they're going to start playing like a top 4 team. It's just absolute... But Christensen's had a meh. That is just utter tripe. Utter shite. It's just pathetic. Oh, don't you dare. Guerrero... This is a humiliation of the highest order. Guerrero. Oh, piss off. I was really looking forward to recording today. I was really looking forward to it, showing you all how good we are. Turn the camera on. Standard goes to shit. This is probably the start of the really poor run of form. In the end, Arsenal were much the better team, and we were just atrocious. I'm going to get aggressive, and they're all going to be in training tomorrow. That was piss poor. I feel sick. It was that bad. That was so bad. We're still top, but we won't be by the end of this. That was absolutely horrendous. God, that's hurt. Right, I think what we're going to do then, we'll come back for one of the big games. Actually, let's come back for the Midlands derby against Wolves away, and then we'll also do our trip to Rome to take on Roma as well, because I think that's quite an exciting fixture. It's not been a good day today. I'm not very happy with the way that went in the slightest. But hopefully we can bounce back against West Ham and Southampton in the Carabao Cup. And then we got Zoria away, then we got Chelsea away, and then Roma at home. It's going to be difficult. We've got a difficult run coming up. Maybe it's because we were playing easier teams up there that kind of lulled us into a false sense of security to suddenly concede 4 when we'd only conceded, 3 all season before that? There's disappointing and then there's that. I feel shocked. I'm literally shocked. Shell shocked. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. I know that I certainly haven't. I promise you we're better than this. I promise. But if you have liked what you've seen, then please do like, share and subscribe. Keep up with the series. It's doing really well. I'm still really loving it and enjoying it. If you have any idea what went wrong in the Arsenal game, please do let me know. And until I see you in the next episode where we have a trip to Rome, stay cool. Cheers. I feel sick. No idea where that came from.